Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris, and today I want to talk to you guys about a controversial topic amongst farmers. So let's talk about whether or not you should wash your equipment at the end of the season or when you're done with it. You're going to have one group of farmers that are going to tell you, no, don't ever do that. You're going to ruin bearings. Water's going to get in places. It's going to rust and ruin everything. And then you've got other guys that wash their stuff all the time and don't have issues. So let me know in the comment section down below which one of those categories you fall in. So I'm going to talk to you today here about obviously you can see my mower here, the ground is soaking wet. Got a pressure washer over there. I'm one of those guys that likes to wash equipment. Now there are some guidelines to me washing equipment. Number one, there is some equipment that you probably shouldn't wash. So a combine, I think, is a good example of that. We don't have combines in the area that I live in. There aren't any around here, so I don't know a whole lot about them. I do know there's a tremendous amount of moving parts, and the new ones have tons of electrical sensors everywhere, every little nook and cranny. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide on that one, but I'm guessing most cases you probably shouldn't wash a combine. But other equipment, like this hay mower, I wash that. My square baler, my 570 New Holland, I do wash that, but an exception there, I do not wash the nodder system. But anyway, here's some guidelines that I use when I consider whether I'm going to wash a piece of equipment for the year or not. So number one is, what is the temperature? What's the weather doing? Last year I made hay in November, which is very, very late, unheard of in my area here in northeastern Pennsylvania. So it was getting pretty chilly. The days are getting short. So after we made hay in November, it was too late. I did not wash this mower then. So one of the guidelines that I use is, what's the weather going to be? So today it was sunny earlier, but the temperatures in the forecast today, the next few days, everything is warm enough that I'm not worried about the mower drying off, or of course any of the moisture getting in places it shouldn't and freezing. So that's number one. If it's too late and too cold, I won't do it. So the second thing that I do after I wash something and I dry it is I go through and I lubricate everything. So if there's chains on something, I'll oil up all the chains, might put a little light layer of used oil on the cutter bar here, all the grease fittings, I'll grease everything, and I will make sure that there isn't any big puddles or anything sitting anywhere. So that's the second thing I do, is I go through and I lubricate everything when I'm done. So then after that, after I lubricate everything up, I go through and I actually will run the machine a little bit. So in case there's any water stuck in anywhere, by running the machine, usually it depends on what unit you have and what you're doing, but usually like 10-15 minutes I'll just run it, and if there's any moisture stuck anywhere, it'll get flung out by the unit running. Any of the PTO shaft universals, anything like that, everything will get flung out, and then you won't have to worry about it. And I've never had any issues with my equipment in washing stuff. So again, there are some guidelines that I follow, and there are some pieces that you probably shouldn't wash, but I've always had good luck maintaining my things like that. I mean, that's why one of the reasons why my equipment looks the way it does. A lot of people don't take the time to do that. They just don't have the time, or they don't care about it. And for me, I'm paying a boatload of money for something. I bought this brand new. I've actually had it 6 years now, and this unit is 6 years old. And other than the paint needing, if you really wanted to make it look brand new, you could, the Kubota orange always fades a little bit. You could actually buff that out and get a nice orange color on that again. But other than that, the mower looks practically new. And if I were to decide to sell this, financially need to sell it, whatever the case may be, by you taking the time to maintain a piece of equipment like that, you're going to get more money for it when it comes time to either trade it or sell it. And if you say, well, I'm never going to do that, you don't know what's going to happen. It's impossible to plan for every circumstance, but if something changes in your life and you are unfortunately unable to farm any longer, for whatever reason, and you have to sell things, something unexpected like that, you're going to want to have a well-maintained piece of equipment to get high dollar for it. So anyway, you know, you pay a lot of money for something. I want to maintain it. I want it to look nice at the end of the year. So that's just me. So leave in the comment section down below. I'm sure we're going to have some people down there that don't ever wash anything. And that's okay. You do what works for you. That's fine with me. I just thought I'd make this video to let people know that I've had good success following the guidelines that I mentioned in this video. But yeah, so leave in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts on whether to wash or not to wash? So thanks for watching this video, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and give the video a thumbs up on your way out the door. I really appreciate everybody watching, and I sure hope to see y'all in the next video.